It's just over on this side. Like this side, I kind of have to like this. Can't really get that that corner for the three. time's the varsity game start?
here, sweetie. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kelly Fieldhouse on the campus of St. Joseph's Prep for today's basketball matchup between the Tide of Devon Prep and the Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep in this PCL basketball matchup. You are listening to WSJP on Sports Fanbase Network. I am Dominic Ricchetti, and we will be joined by Nick Liuzzi. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at SJP Broadcasting for updates on every broadcast, and at SJPrep_sports for live stats and updates on every prep game. And right away, I want to welcome in my partner for tonight's broadcast, Nick Liuzzi. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing great, Dom. Excited to watch a good game here tonight between the Hawks and the Tide.
And Nick, let's get right into the starters as the tip-off is just seconds away for the Hawks. Reese Clark, Nick Yagadich, Jimmy King, Jaden Vargas, and Richard Thomas for the Tide, Nick.
And for the Tide, we have Ivy Pettit, Lucas Orchard, Christopher Patton, Ty Mishak, and Eamon Walsh. And the Tide win the tip. What it now is Mishak will be guarded by Thomas. He'll swing it to Pettit. Back over to Mishak. Mishak into Pettit. Pettit drives on Clark. And Clark's going to be called for the foul, and Pettit will head to the line to shoot two. Great job by Pettit there to drive and get the fouls, because keeping possession.
It's going to actually be called on the floor. So Tide will inbound. Jimmy King even thought it was shooting. Nonetheless, inbound goes to Orchard. Orchard back out to Pettit. Pettit drives to his left. He's going to swing it out to Mishak. Mishak, guarded by Thomas. King with it, guards Patton. Patton drives to his right, kicks out. Inside Orchard, kicks out to the corner for a wide open Mishak. That's Walsh. Walsh's three won't go. Rebound is by Clark, but he falls and he's hurt on the floor. And Nick, this is the first game for Reese Clark of the season.
Yeah, you know, Reese Clark just coming back for his returning varsity, as he played a little bit last year as a swing player, and it's definitely going to help the Hawks as adding another 6'4" player against a already tall Tide team.
And Clark, a great athlete as well. We know he lets it up on the football field. Inside is Walsh, and Walsh drives on Yagadich. And Yagadich will be called for the foul, and that one's got to be shooting, so Walsh would head to the line to shoot.
Great job by Walsh to drive there on Yagadich and draw the foul, showing how much power he has.
And Nick, the Prep comes into this game after beating a talented Bonner team 74-71 for the first win of this season and the first win in Coach Harrigan's Prep career. Jimmy King on fire for the Hawks as Walsh's first free throw goes. As I said, Jimmy King hit 8 threes for his 36 points. Behind King, Thomas had 13 and junior Jay Vargas had 12. And the Hawks fought for that W after getting some foul trouble, Nick.
Yeah, so we're going to have to watch out for that in this game. They can't foul early. Already Nick Yagadich with one.
And Walsh hits both his free throws to give the Tide a 2-0 lead early on. But with it now is Thomas. He'll be guarded by Mishak. Thomas drives, kicks out to Clark. Clark pumps. And Clark's going to be fouled on the floor. Foul against Chris Patton, his first of the game. Hawks will have the ball underneath to inbound. Rich Thomas to inbound. Inbound goes to King. King, his first shot of the game, won't go. Rebound goes to Pettit. Pettit the other way. Pettit kicks out to Orchard. Orchard to Walsh. Walsh all the way to Patton, to Mishak. Patton drives inside. He's got an open lane. His layup won't go. Rebound Vargas the other way. Vargas out to King. King pumps. King drives. Finds Vargas inside. Vargas gets a tough layup to go, and nice find by King.
Great job by both players, and we saw even right there the athleticism of Jaden Vargas.
Vargas fouled out of his last game, but before that he did pick up 5 steals. So a menace on defense is Jaden Vargas. With the ball now is Eamon Walsh. Walsh swings to Pettit. Pettit guarded by Clark. Size advantage Clark. Rebound Orchard. Orchard out to Walsh. Walsh drives. Walsh gets a tough layup to go, and Walsh has 4 points already in this game.
Great job by Walsh. Yet again, we see his athleticism to drive the lane and crash the basket.
Thomas with the ball for the Hawks. Just swing over to Clark. Clark to King. He's going to have it stolen by Orchard. Orchard wide open on the break. He's going to get an easy layup to go. 6-2 start for the Hawks. And they're down 4. And Coach Harrigan, his first time out of the game. And Nick, thus far, the offense for the Hawks has been lackluster.
Definitely has. On that play, we saw some Jimmy King looking for the next pass and did not see behind him the defender for the Tide coming on and was able to go up and steal the ball.
And so far, the Hawks 1 for 2 from the field. And the Tide 1 for 4. Walsh with 4. Orchard with 2. And Nick, the Hawks got to turn this around fast. They need a bucket in this possession.
Definitely do, and momentum's everything, especially in the game of basketball, fast-paced, can go back-to-back. So you just got to keep the mental side intact and trust in yourself.
As Thomas and Clark exchange words underneath, the senior giving the junior some advice. Thomas, his second year on varsity. Was the second guy off the bench for the Hawks last year, maybe even the first guy. Nonetheless, King has the ball for the Hawks. King to Vargas in the corner. Vargas out to King. King drives to his left, pumps. Out to Clark. Clark, now Vargas. King. Thomas. Vargas. Jagadich, a three. Won't go. Rebound Vargas. Vargas layup won't go. Other way is Patton up to Orchard. Orchard's going to have it tapped away, but he's going to stick with it. On the floor now with it is Vargas. And Clark calls a timeout, but Nick, 2 timeouts taken already by the Hawks. Not ideal.
Definitely not done, but we saw some positives there that the Hawks did have some urgency. Jaden Vargas on the offensive rebound side trying to get it. And then even just there, we had Rich Thomas diving for the ball with Reese Clark. So, you know, just in the last minute since the last timeout, things have improved for the Hawks.
And Vargas, we mentioned him, definitely electric all over the floor. This year he's averaging 6.5 points a game, 2 assists, a rebound and a half, and 2.5 steals per game. So his defensive presence has been great for the Hawks this far.
Yeah, so we just got to keep an eye on Jaden Vargas and see what he can do for this Hawks team.
And we mentioned the Hawks led by Jimmy King last game at 36. And Jimmy King leads the PCL in scoring and points per game at 28.5, 21 in his first game against Carroll, and then followed by 36. That average is at 28.5, but nonetheless, Jimmy King's laying up the score sheet. Speaking of the Devil, here comes Jimmy King. He's it out to Thomas. Thomas to Clark. Clark drives out to Thomas. Thomas is going to try a three. And Richard Thomas is going to hit a big three for the Hawks and makes it a 1-point game.
Great find by Reese Clark there to kick out to Rich Thomas and hit the three.
Mishak with it now, guarded by Thomas. Mishak gives it over to Patton. Patton to Pettit. Pettit guarded by Clark. Now inside is Walsh. Pettit's going to have an open three. That won't go. Jagadich pulls in the rebound. Jagadich averaging 4.5 rebounds a game. Clark with it. Out to Thomas. All the way over to Vargas. Vargas hands it off to King. King's going to try a long three. Won't go. Rebound Patton. And Vargas is going to pick up a foul. Only his first of the game, but a bad one nonetheless.
Yeah, you know, just let the guy have a breakaway. We had enough guys down the field, down the court, the Hawks, so they were able to have the man coverage there and hopefully stop.
As Bird and Hodgins both check in, out come Jagadich and Vargas. Those two each have a foul, and it looks like Harrigan's going to get in foul trouble early.
No, especially with 5 last game fouling out.
Thomas is going to guard Mishak. Over to Patton. Bird guards Walsh. Corner, Orchard. Out to Pettit. Pettit drives. Pettit layup goes. And the foul, and he'll head to the line for one more.
Great job yet again by the Tide. This time Pettit driving and drawing the foul with the and one.
Pettit had 25 in the Tide's last game as Egan comes in for Clark now. So already Harrigan using 3 different subs in Hodgins, Egan, and Bird. If Pettit comes in the game averaging 13 points a game for the Tide. Last game I mentioned, 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals against Archbishop Carroll. In a game they lost by, or excuse me, they won by a very wide margin. Devon Prep 1-2, Hawks 1-1. Each team looking to pick up their second dub of the season. Hodgins with it now, finds King come off the screen. King pumps. And a call underneath. A foul against J.P. Egan off the ball, and another Hawks turnover.
Definitely not ideal for the Hawks in the first quarter here. They're down 4, not too much, but fouls total up.
Especially early on, Nick. Pettit with the ball for the Tide. We'll give it over to Mishak. Mishak to Orchard. Orchard drives on Egan. And another foul inside. See who this one's against. Another one against J.P. Egan, his second in a 30-second span, so not what you want. As Pettit's going to try a pull-up. Won't go. Rebound goes to Egan, though. Other way comes Thomas. Thomas is screened from Egan. Thomas out to Hodgins. He pumps. He drives. Pumps again. Thomas in the corner, guarded by Mishak. Hodgins a deep three. Won't go. King rebound. Layup. Won't go. Rebound goes to Pettit. He'll go the other way now. He'll be guarded by King. Patton a long three. Won't go. Rebound goes to Austin Hodgins, the senior. Hodgins. King. Bird pumps. Bird finds Egan. Egan wide open for three. Won't go, Nick. Other way, Pettit's going to have an open lane, and he's going to lay it home, Nick. An ugly minute of basketball.
Definitely for the Hawks. They got to shape up here. 6 fouls in the first quarter, whatnot, within the first 6 minutes. So
Bird, Egan, King. King's going to have it stripped away from by Patton. Thomas the other way is the only one back there. And Patton's going to get a tough layup to go and get the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot one more.
yet again, the Hawks are powering, the Tide are powering over the Hawks, getting down the floor quick and going up strong, getting their second and one.
The foul against Richard Thomas as Patton goes to the line. Patton, only 3 points in the last game. He has the chance to tie his previous game's points right now at the line. Hawks down 13-5. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Patton's free throw is good as Egan checks back in. He'll come back in for Jagadich. 14-5 early on. 3 points for Thomas, 2 for Vargas. The other way, Pettit has 5, Walsh has 4. Thomas gives over to King. Bird. King. King pumps. King. Foul called against Lucas Orchard. Orchard, her first foul of the game. On Lucas Orchard, a guy that does it all for the Devon Prep Tide. In his last game, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. A stat sheet stuffer for sure. Thomas with it. Into Egan. To Bird. Cutting Austin Hodgins. Reverse layup won't go. Hawks needed that one. Other way is Walsh. He'll be guarded by Bird. Out to Mishak. Pressured by King. Orchard into the corner. Out to Mishak. Mishak drives. And a foul against Bird. And already the Tide in the bonus.
We keep saying it, Dom, but it's really adamant. The Hawks have 8 fouls and only 5 points. That should never happen. In the first quarter, even just in the bonus, as you mentioned, Dom, they need to shape up and not foul as much.
Mishak shoots 1-1, makes his first, so a 10-point deficit already for the Hawks early on. Mishak to shoot his second. Mishak's first bucket of the game. Won't go. Rebound Thomas. Thomas the other way. To King. King yet to score. Thomas with it. Hawks desperate need of a bucket. King drives, doubled. Bird's going to be able to hit it away, and a foul will go against Ty Mish. Foul's going to go against Ethan Bird, actually. I'm not entirely sure how. I'm sorry. He pointed the wrong way, but the foul does go against Ty Mishak. Ref pointed like it was in favor of the Devon Prep Tide, but no. Hawks ball.
Great job by Bird there, though, to dive all out for the ball.
Yeah. Thomas with it. Thomas to King, guarded by Orchard. Egan. Thomas a long three, and that'll fall. A big three from the Hawks, and Thomas already has 2 threes.
Great ball movement there by the Hawks, especially by J.P. Egan at the end to see Rich Thomas on the far side.
Down the other end, Ethan Burthby called for a foul, and Eamon Walsh, we had a line to shoot too.
Bird's second foul in just, again, the last 4 minutes, so he's going to be on the watch too.
9 fouls in 1 quarter of action for the Hawks. As Walsh, first free throw goes. Already 5 free throws made for the Devon Prep Tide. 6 taken. Walsh's second won't go. Rebound King. 8-point deficit for the Hawks. Bird to Egan to King to Hodgins to Thomas. Thomas another 3. Won't fall. Rebound taken by Holloway. Missed shot. Time expiring. Will not fall, Nick, but early on, Hawks do not look good at all.
Definitely not where they picked up on Saturday, against Bonner, where they had a close game and it was a great game, 73-71. And just tonight, it's just not their night right now.
No, Nick, and we mentioned Hawks up to 9 fouls early in this game. And the big thing was the last game against Bonner, 4 of the 5 starters fouled out for the Hawks. You don't want to save in this game.
You don't, because those are your leaders on the team. They're starters for a reason. So if you have your starters, your best 5, not in the game, then that's taking out everyone else.
The bright spot for the Hawks is that Rich Thomas hit 2 threes already, so he's got up to 6 points, and Jay Vargas the only other 2. The other way for the Tide, Iv Pettit has 5, Orchard with 2, Patton with 3, Mishak with 1, and Eamon Walsh with 5. So they're 16. But Nick, they have 6 points from the line.
And that matters everything in basketball.
Yep.
Free throws are everything. Last game, the Tide had 14 points just from the free throw line in solely the 4th quarter.
Yep.
So we know now that they can make those shots, and we can't allow them to get to the line.
Hawks yet to take a free throw in this game. But they'll start with the ball to start the 2nd quarter. Thomas to start with it. He'll give it into Egan. Egan doubled. Fouled by Mishak. Should be Mishak's 2nd of the game. Yeah, Mishak's 2nd of the game. Egan to inbound to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Mishak. Height advantage Thomas there. Bird with it. Bird's going to have it poked away. The other way is Cieslak. Cieslak gets his layup to go. And Alan Cieslak on the board for the Tide. It's a 10-point game in favor of the Tide. Thomas doubled. Gets it out to Egan. Egan trying to find Hodgins inside. Out to Thomas. Thomas to Bird. Bird a deep 3. That won't go. Rebound Cieslak. The other way is Orchard. The give to Mishak. Orchard. Mishak right past his guy. Stolen away by Bird. King goes the other way now. Thomas pumps. Inside to Egan. Egan a foul. A charge called against Richard Thomas, Nick, and that was a late call.
Definitely was. And I thought that was totally fine. He found J.P. Egan. A good play by the Hawks. They were ball movement. Just unfortunate turn of events in the end.
J.P. Egan, the lone starter for the Hawks, did not foul out of last game. Those that did foul were Yagadis, Vargas, Thomas. The Hawks do gain Reese Clark in this one. Holloway a 3. Won't go. Rebound Egan. King the other way. King yet to get his on the scoreboard. Thomas to Vargas. Vargas inside to Clark. Clark backs down his man. Out to Thomas. Thomas will just dribble it out now. Hawks down. Egan open for 3. He's going to pull it. And that'll fall. J.P. Egan's first points of the game is a big one for the Hawks.
Definitely is, Dom. Maybe that's the momentum changer here as the Hawks have succeeded in moving the ball. Yet again, they did that.
Other way, Orchard won't go. Rebound Thomas. Thomas, pull up for 3. That won't go. Other way, here comes Cieslak. C-Slack steps back. Gives it to Kenny. Kenny to Pettit. Guarded by Vargas. Vargas in his face. Vargas all over Orchard. But Pettit's going to be wide open for three. And that's going to fall, make it a 10-point game once again. A good defense from Vargas, but he left his man wide open.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the double team, you got to talk with JP Egan there. If Vargas is going to grab the guy in the corner, Egan's got to get the guy outside.
King with it. Clark. Clark dribbles. Doubled. Out to Vargas, lucky to get it away. Vargas going to have it stripped away by Orchard. Orchard's got Kenny with him. Thomas doesn't want to foul. Does a good job of not fouling as Orchard misses. The ball up to Vargas now. Vargas got three guys there. And the other way, a foul and one for Jaden Vargas. And they're on the line to shoot one more.
Great job by Jaden Vargas and especially JP Egan to see him. But especially by Jaden Vargas there to power through, grab the and one, and put some points on the board. Very needed for the Hawks.
In comes Tommy Hart for the Hawks. As well as Austin Hodgins checks in for JP Egan. So 9 guys already in the game for the Hawks. Vargas to shoot his free throw. Won't go. Pettit the other way now. Guarded by Vargas. Vargas able to tap it away. But Patton's right there for it. Kenny to Patton, guarded by King. Kenny over to Patton. Patton drives. Clark steps in front of him. And a great defense play there by Reese Clark.
Definitely got big, got strong, and was able to not draw the foul.
Other way, King. King step back. A nice step back too from Jimmy King for his first bucket of the game.
Great job by Jimmy King, commanding step back and was able to splash down.
Other way is Pettit a three. He's going to have it tipped away. Patton right there for the rebound. And Patton's layup goes. 23-15, tied lead. Vargas. Hart pumps. Hodgins. Hodgins over to Vargas to King. King, quick fire. That's going to fall. Jimmy King.
Great job by Jimmy King to stay honest and stay open out there, ready for that pass, and knock him down just like he did last game.
5-point game now. Kenny finds Patton cutting inside, and Hart's going to be called for the hold there, but may have been a good decision from Tommy Hart as he was beat.
Yeah, you know, Tommy Hart's a lanky player, but, you know, sometimes you do get beat and you can't get up there to block a shot.
Nonetheless, Tide are in the bonus, so Patton's at the line to shoot now. Can make this a 7-point Tide lead if he hits both. I believe he will be shooting too as they are in the double bonus. First one is good. Patton is senior. The leading scorer for the Tide last year. But thus far this season, only averaging 5.7 points a game. As both free throws fall for Chris Patton. 7-point lead for the Tide now. Thomas brings it up. Calls his offense. Hart. King. King doubled. Thomas. Hart. Loses it. Sticks with it. Hart, layup. Won't go. Block caught against Chris Patton. Hart to the line to shoot two.
Great job by Tommy Hart there to fake a little bit and draw the foul, going to the line for two.
Tommy Hart, Jr. Hart has a chance to score his first varsity buckets here. If he can hit at least one of these from the line. His first. Won't go. Maybe I jinxed him. Hart's second. Will fall, so Tommy Hart gets his first varsity point. Other way, here comes Pettit. Mishak. Thomas guards Mishak. Hawks switch to his zone, it looks like. Thomas. Pettit pulls a three. Won't go. Rebounds Patton, though. And Pat's going to call for an offensive foul. He just hit Jimmy King in the face.
A little bit of a dirty play there, Dom. You know, looked Jimmy King got pretty hard.
Hopefully not on
hit
purpose.
In the face. Hopefully not on purpose, no.
I'm sure it wasn't. But nonetheless, definitely an offensive foul.
Jimmy King's a strong player. Took that like a champ.
Yeah, he did. Jimmy King, we know Jimmy King very well. Committed to Holy Cross to play some baseball next year. Surprisingly, I could see him playing basketball somewhere too, but
definitely showing it this year.
Yeah. 1-3-1 it looks like for the Tide now. Thomas, Hodgins, inside to Clark. Hodgins, King, pumps, doubled. Out to Thomas. Hart, quick trigger, won't fall. Rebound Walsh. Up the floor to Pettit. Pettit cross court to Orchard. Orchard drives inside. Out to Mishuk. He pumps. He drives. He gets it right back though. Pettit in the corner to Holloway. Holloway out to Mishuk. Hawks in the zone. Tide in the zone themselves the other way. Mishuk pressured by Hodgins. Orchard all the way over to Pettit. Pettit, Mishuk. All the way into Walsh. Walsh to Orchard, a three. That won't go. Rebound goes to Holloway. Mishuk. Holloway. Pettit pumps. Clark. Mishuk, a three. Won't go. Holloway's going to tip it away, and it will be Hawks ball. But both sides, Hawks played great defense there. But, Devon Prep Tide did not force anything.
They did not, but they had all the time in the world, got their open shots. Just, sometimes they just don't fall.
Hawks down 6, minute 33 left in the half. Both teams looking for their second dub of the year. Hawks 1-1, Devon Prep Tide 1-2. As I mentioned, tied in a 1-3-1 here, designed for doubles. Hodgins pumps, pull up, will fall. Austin Hodgins, a tough two to go. And the Tide play fast the other way. Orchard with it up the court. Orchard open, drives, out to Mishuk. Mishuk drives, out to Pettit. He drives. Floater will go, and a tough floater from if Pettit goes.
Great job by Pettit to get the floater in from the foul line.
So with 50 seconds left in the half, Hawks down 27-21. Double comes, and Pettit's going to foul Thomas. Pettit didn't get anything wrong there, but Thomas will head the line to shoot 1-1 now.
Pettit a little bit too much pressure, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, too many hands as well.
Yeah, picking up his second.
Thomas can make this a 4-point game now. Pettit picks up his second, as you mentioned, Nick. Thomas in the last game from the line was only 3 for 6. But his first one falls as Jagodic is going to check in for Bird. Second free throw from Thomas on its way. That'll fall. So Thomas has 8 points already. As Patton checks in for a Holloway. 43.5 seconds left. Pressure. Hawks pick up full court now. Pettit with it. Will find Walsh. Walsh will find Mishuk. Mishuk drives. Out to Patton. Patton is going to hit a three. Hawks wanted to walk. They didn't get it. It's a 7-point game now. 24 seconds left. Hawks should hold for the last here. Hodgins. King. King a three. And that'll fall. Jimmy King a big three. 10 seconds left. Mishuk. Patton. Pettit. Orchard. Pettit. 5 seconds left. Pettit three goes. 2 seconds, 1 second. Thomas from half court. Won't fall. And Nick, Hawks down 7 going into half.
Definitely a big comeback, though. They were 21-10 18 in that second quarter. So, they did outplay the Tide, just that first quarter, a little bit of mishap and a little bit of fouling, or a lot of bit of fouling for the Hawks. Definitely hurt them.
And heading into half, Jimmy King and Rich Thomas both with 8 for the Hawks to lead them. And then for the Devon Prep Tide, Ivy Pettit has 13 and Chris Patton has 10. And Ivy Pettit hit that giant 3 to send the Tide into half. And with that, me and Nick are taking a quick break here on Sports Fan Base Network. But stay tuned for the rest of the action with the Hawks and the Tide of Devon Prep as the Hawks down 26-33. And welcome back to the Kelly Fieldhouse, where the Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep trail the Devon Prep Tide by a score of 33-26, Nick. In that first half, the Hawks did not look that good, Nick.
They definitely did not. Yes, they had their positive moments, especially at the very end, hitting some needed shots, especially Rich Thomas with the 3. But overall, they have looked a little bit sloppy, and they have been trailing the Tide on the fast breaks a lot of the time.
You said they look sloppy, and I have to agree, Nick. You know, thus far they have 7 turnovers already in this game. Tied only with 3, and shooting only 40% from the field. Tied up to 44-45%. But Nick, you know, the one thing I think the Hawks need to do is stop fouling.
Definitely. They have 10 fouls total, and that just gives the Tide free points. There's no contestation. All it is you and the basket. So
they're called free throws for a reason.
Exactly.
So the line, the Tide have 8 thus far. Hawks only with 3 from the line, but let's get back in the action here. Hawks will start on defense. The Devon Prep Tide inbound. Ty Mishak to inbound. Ball inbound to Walsh. Clark is the pressure, and Thomas gets a steal. Thomas, other way, and one! Richard Thomas with an exclamation point start for the Hawks.
Exactly what the Hawks needed coming out of halftime. I don't know what Coach Harrigan said to them, but it was definitely a positive thing.
Yeah, and Nick, right off the inbound, instant pressure. Thomas reads the pass like a book and gets the foul.
Yeah, very tough for the Tide defender there because Thomas could take it as he did or pass it to Clark. So
great finish from Thomas. His free throw won't go, though. Vargas fights for the rebound. Orchard grabs it, though. Other way is Mishak. Vargas right on his tail. Inside to Walsh. Out to Patton. Patton to 3. Won't go. Rebound Orchard. Orchard tied up inside. Jump ball in favor of the Hawks.
Great job by Jimmy King to get on top and get the jump ball for the Hawks.
Coach Fisher of the Tide not happy with that one, but they had him tied up for about 3 seconds, and there was no call, and then he got untied. But nonetheless, Jay Vargas the other way. Vargas, a tough foul, but he's being called for a charge, Nick. And that would have been a nice and one finish, but nope, charge. And Vargas is second of the game.
Definitely what we want to see from Jaden Vargas for the sake of physicality, but unfortunate that he got the foul called.
If Pettit to take it up, finds Walsh. Walsh, Patton inside, layup won't go, gets his own rebound. That won't go, rebound Clark. 2 open layups missed by Patton. But Vargas the other way, he's going to find Thomas. Thomas is going to try a 3. That won't go. Egan there for the rebound. King grabs it. Hawks set up. King drives. King, tough layup, goes. Hawks within 3. King up to 10 on the day.
Great job by Jimmy King there to drive the right line and get the 2-pointer.
Mishak, pressured. Cross court to Patton. Patton, inside. Out to Pettit. Pettit, Mishak, Orchard. Inside. And a push will be called against J.P. Egan. Egan not happy with the call. That'll be Egan's second of the day. His third of the day. Egan leading the pack in fouls for the Hawks. Timeout taken by the Tide, but Nick, Hawks pull within 3 now after a quick start. And this game is very much in reach.
Definitely, Dom. 3 points, that's nothing. That's 1 shot. So as long as the Hawks can keep the momentum, first play, they obviously came out, and they have kept that going. So as long as they can keep it going, keeping the momentum, staying smart, playing smart basketball, it'll be done for the Tide.
Yeah, Tide yet to score a point this half. Hawks have scored 4. The Tide will come out in possession, but Nick, Jimmy King, a tough layup. If Vargas' layup goes, that's not an offensive foul. This is a tie game if he hits that free throw. But Nick, Tide going to come out. They need to change something fast.
They do too. So it's like almost like a flip. Hawks come out of halftime, playing well. Tide went into halftime playing well. So all they got to do is find their groove again and try and get things going.
Tide to inbound. Hawks pressure. Out to Holloway. Holloway, an open 3. Won't go. Rebound Bird. Up to Thomas now. Thomas to be guarded by Pettit. Pettit pressures. Thomas, Clark. King, open. King, 3. King hits.
Jimmy King's on fire this season. Definitely the senior leader that we needed.
Tie game Hawks. Almost a steal the other way. Pettit ends up with it. Pettit out to Orchard. Orchard, Holloway. Tide and Hawks knotted up at 33 apiece. Inside, Holloway. Orchard. Thomas guards Pettit. Missed shot, open. Walsh, floater. Won't go. Ball hit out by Walsh. The referee on the opposite side calls it. Fisher not happy once again. Coach Jason Fisher, maybe for a good reason, Nick.
From our point of view, Dom, it did look like it went out on the Tide, but it's definitely close as it was behind.
Yeah.
It just hit off the foot.
Tide out into 3-2 now. Vargas. King, he's going to pull again. Won't go. Rebound, Clark. Thomas inside. Out to Clark. Clark inside to Bird. Clark sticks with it. Clark turns it over. He had Vargas in the corner but couldn't find him. Other way, Holloway. 2 goes. Tide back with the lead now, 35-33. 5 to go in the third. Thomas, Vargas. Thomas. King. Thomas pumps. King, guarded by Mishuk. Vargas. Trying to find Clark. Clark pulls it in somehow. And Clark is trying to find Bird, but Bird's going to hit out of bounds. I thought it was a foul on somebody underneath Nick, but no call.
Did look like even Walsh might have gotten Clark on that. You know, we saw the athleticism. You know, you mentioned earlier Clark does play football. He got up big, got the ball strong, but unfortunate to get up the point.
Orchard the other way. Going to find Holloway inside. Holloway an open layup. Hawks broken down on defense. 4-point lead now for the Tide. Thomas with it. Tide in their 3-2. Hawks haven't been able to figure it out yet. Vargas inside to Bird. Bird's going to be grabbed from behind by Holloway, and he'll be called for a foul. Underneath, Bird to inbound. Holloway's first of the game. Holloway, the key bench guy for the Tide. Thomas to inbound. Thomas out to Bird. Bird. Thomas. Open. 3. Won't go. Vargas rebound. Vargas put back. Will fall. A big offensive rebound from Jaden Vargas.
Great job by Jaden Vargas to get up there, catch the ball, and go under the hoop for the layup.
Missed shot. Dribbles around. Pettit a 3. Won't fall. Rebound to Holloway. 4 guys around him. It'll be a jump, and it should be in favor of the Tide. Harrigan screaming box out. Not happy that these guys are going to have rebounded. And this Devon Prep team, not much taller than the Hawks.
No, only
if taller at all.
Exactly, yeah. Only a few guys. Maybe one more guy has a mismatch height differential, but, you know, they have the one difference is they have been crashing the basket for rebounds.
Mishuk in the corner drives inside the Walsh, taken away by Thomas. Vargas dribbles around 2 guys there. Hodgins a 3, he pumps. Hodgins fades 2. Won't go. Rebound Clark. Clark pumps. And gets a tough layup to go, Nick. Just absolutely botted Eamon Walsh.
Great job by Clark there, but also great job by Ethan Bird boxing out to allow Clark to get that lane.
And Clark's going to push Walsh from behind. But Nick, with that bucket, Reese Clark, his first points as a varsity player. And a big 2 from him.
Definitely, but he's got 3 fouls.
Yeah. I mean, it's something common between Reese Clark and Nicky Agatis. They like to foul, and part of that's got to be due to they play football.
Definitely the physicality factor, Dom.
The ball outside to Mishak. Mishak a three. Won't go. Rebound Bird. Thomas the other way. Hawks a chance to pull ahead. Thomas. Inside to Bird. Thomas for the lead. Won't go. Pettit the other way. Out to Walsh. Mishak. Inside. Won't go. Taken away by Bird. Thomas the other way. Thomas. Vargas. Thomas. Inside. Richard Thomas. Won't fall. Rebound goes to Holloway. Up the court. Orchard. Mishak a three. And that's going to fall. And the Devon Prep Tide have a 3-point lead over the Hawks. And it was bound to happen sometime.
Definitely, Dom. Back and forth by each team, throwing up shots. Unfortunate to drop. Great job by the Tide there to get that three and get the lead back.
Hodgins to tie it up. And that's going to fall. Hodgins with a big three to tie the game once again. And Coach Harrigan runs right over to Rich Thomas. Not sure why. He's hugging him, though.
Looks like maybe a senior leadership type thing, senior captain. You know, Rich Thomas has, as we've seen all game, he's been that leader out there along with Jimmy King. So as long as he can keep doing that and keep commanding the younger guys, I think the Hawks are in good hands.
And Nick, 40-40 is the score. Ivy Pettit for the Tide with 15. Jimmy King has 13 for the Hawks. But King has been quiet in this half.
Definitely has. He has a couple good shots, as we saw him hitting a three from the top of the key earlier. But yeah, Dom, he has been pretty quiet for this half.
Rich Thomas right behind him with 10. Leading rebounder for the Hawks is J.P. Egan with 4, as well as Reese Clark with 4. Lucas Orchard has 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and only 2 points. And Nick, I mentioned him earlier. His points aren't there, but he's hunting a triple-double in high school, which is very impressive.
You definitely do not see that very often. Top players, you know, like top ESPN top 300 players might be putting up those numbers, but definitely not a sophomore.
Yeah, not a 6'4" sophomore from Devon, Pennsylvania, but nonetheless, credit to him. Stuff in the stat sheet. We love to see that. The Tide will inbound, tied up with St. Joe's Prep. Mishak, guarded by Hodgins. King back in the game for the Hawks. Cieslak back in for the Tide. Pettit, a deep three, and that's going to fall. A 3-point lead for the Tide. Hawks pressured. Thomas gets it off the floor. Bird going to get it stolen away. And a jump ball underneath. Bird ties him up. Underneath all that action, I believe, is Ty Mishak. It is Ty Mishak. Jump ball in favor of the Hawks. Timeout on the floor taken by Devon Prepnick. In that brief time, Pettit hit another deep three. He's got 18 in this one.
Great job by Pettit once again in the Tide, moving the ball, getting the open guy, finding him, and knocking down the shots. An open shot is like a free throw. It's a given, so you need to hit them.
Yeah, a huge three from Pettit. And he's got 3 in this game, Nick. In the last one, he had 25 for the Tide. And he's a transferring from Westchester Ruston High School. He's averaging 13 points a game this year. He's only a junior. But, I mean, Nick, if he's putting up 18 this one and 25 in the last one, that points per game is going to go up for sure. And Nick, quiet in this one has been Lucas Orchard scoring-wise, but he's lighting up the other way. He's got 3 offensive rebounds and 3 defensive, as well as 7 assists and 2 steals. Ty Mishak with 3 steals and 13 total assists for the Tide. Nonetheless, back into the action. Tide with the ball on the break. Orchard open for 3. He's going to elect to dribble. And Hodgins will be called for a foul. That will be Hodgins' first of the game. So no big panic there from Hodgins. Inbound, looks for Pettit. He's going to get it. He's going to throw across court to Mishak. And Yagadit's called for a foul there, Nick. And he didn't know what he did wrong.
Nikiak's just moving a little bit, maybe too close to the baseline or pushing, you know. But again, like we said earlier, it's the physicality that he comes with.
The inbound by Walsh to Cieslak. Cieslak guarded by King. Orchard. Walsh. Pettit pumps. Pettit. Cieslak a three. And that's going to fall. A 6-point lead now for the Tide. After the Hawks tied it up at 40. A 6-0 run from the Tide. Ball down to Hodgins. Hodgins is going to get called for a walk. Nick, he had an open look, but he hesitated.
Yeah, you know, you just got to commit. You got to either go, you got to hold. So look for that pass. Austin Hodges, unfortunate turn of events there for him.
Pettit open in the corner. Cieslak, he pumps into Walsh. Cieslak, another open three. Won't fall. Rebound Jagadich to Thomas. Hawks down 6. Thomas, pressure, doubled. He forced to call a timeout. Harrigan all to Austin Hodgins as Hodgins kind of was just standing in the corner.
Yeah, you know, you got to move. You got to get open. Rich Thomas at the very end, he was looking a little bit frustrated that no one was moving for him. He kept kind of going into the corner, trying to draw himself some more time. Unfortunately, his teammates were not getting wide open for him.
Yeah, and Coach Harrigan forced to call a timeout. He didn't want to call that, it looks like. Hawks down 6, 22 seconds left, Nick. And if they want to hold for the last shot, they need to make it.
They definitely do. One positive that has happened is that there's not as many fouls this third quarter, as the first quarter was. There was 10, so.
Yeah, only 5 right now for the Hawks. Again, is a lot, but not as much as 10. Jimmy King yet to score this half, which, again, it's got to be a contributing factor to the Hawks' deficit right now. As well as Richard Thomas yet to score this half. Hawks started well this half. They find themselves in a 6-point deficit, though, right now. They were tied at 40-40 apiece in the middle of the third, but now down 6. On the floor for the Hawks is Thomas, Bird, Clark, King, and Hodgins. On the floor for the Tide is Pettit, Mishak, Walsh, Orchard, and Cieslak. Clark drives. And Pettit's going to be called for the hold against Clark. Inbound now for the Hawks. That is Pettit's third of the game. No calls for panic yet. King pumps. And one for Jimmy King. A huge bucket for King. And he'll head the line for one more.
Great job by Jimmy King, showing yet again the athleticism and the talent that he brings to this team. Driving through, jumping in, going up strong, getting the and one on the play.
Looks like Vargas and Jagadich both check in. Play for some defense with only 10 seconds left in the third quarter. A big free throw on the way from King. King's first free throw of the game. As the ref wipes up a little spot, Nick. But, Nick, if you're Devon Prep, you're going to get this inbound. You probably have 8 seconds to work with in the half court. What's your game plan?
You have to get around the Prep high pressure. They're going to pressure high. So, and then you also have Nick Jagadich in the back, one player on the corner. So maybe that's your target throwaway for the three.
And Vargas fouls underneath, but no bonus yet. So they'll have to inbound. 8.3 left in the quarter. As Patton comes in for Cieslak. If you're the Hawks, you don't want to give up a 3 right now. You do need a big defensive stand. Vargas has started the game. Full guard Mishak. Ball into Orchard. Orchard is going to force a 2. That won't go. Rebound Jagadich. And the Hawks will head into the fourth, down 4, Nick. But this game is in reach.
Definitely. All we need is Rich Thomas and Jimmy King to, come out a little bit alive more in this fourth quarter and take over. Both are very capable of doing it, and they just got to trust in themselves.
And Nick, the Hawks yet to lead in this game. They did tie it up at 40 apiece, but they have not held a lead yet. And Nick, if they're going to win this game, they're going to need to hold a lead.
They definitely do. Once you get that lead, you need to do everything in your power to not just only increase the lead, but you got to keep the lead. So you got to stay physical, you got to stay mentally in it, and you just have to want it more than the other team.
The good news for the Hawks is that Pettit, Patton, and Mishak each have 3 fouls. For the Hawks, only person with 3, two people with 3 for the Hawks is Reese Clark and Jay Vargas, 2 of the best defenders for the Hawks out there on the floor. But nonetheless, Hawks have a lot of guys that can check in and make in this game. Ethan Bird yet to score, as well as Nick Yagadich yet to score.
But they may not have scored, but they have contributed on multiple
absolutely.
ends, especially the defensive end. As we saw in that last play, Nick Yagadich got big. You know why he's on this team. He got big, he got physical, and just put his hands up, not drawing the foul. Exactly what they needed.
King to inbound. Hawks will start with possession. Nick, Hawks would love a bucket to open up this quarter, for sure. 8 minutes to work with, nonetheless. And right away, Hodgins with it. King in the corner, doubled. Clark is going to walk. And Nick, that's got to come from a lack of game experience from Reese Clark.
Definitely, and just not thinking too much about that. You got to just stay focused in it. As you said, Tom, they needed a point on that. Unfortunately, they did not get it because of the walk. But you just got to put it away in the bag and focus on the next one.
Vargas applies full court pressure. Mishak, Walsh, Patton. Mishak, Patton. Corner, Walsh. Walsh pressured. Out to Orchard. Patton. Mishak. Vargas gets the steal. Fouled the other way, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nick, thanks to the ref for that one.
Great job by Jaden Vargas there, getting out in front, grabbing the steal. 5 last game, I believe, Dom. And so we're seeing that yet again, that speed, that athleticism to go up and draw the foul in the fast break.
Vargas 0 for 1 from the line today. And still shoot 2. But in other news, Ty Mishak has 4 fouls for the Tide. Vargas' first free throw is good. Mishak forced to come out. Pettit in for him. Pettit, though, he's got to play with 3 fouls, so can't be too careful if you're him. Vargas second from the line to bring the Hawks within 2 here. It's a 1-possession game right now, but 2-point lead is much better than 3-point lead to work with. Vargas, second free throw is good. So Vargas goes 2 for 2 from the line as Cieslak's going to come in for Holloway. Cieslak, an excellent ball handler for the Tide off the bench. He'll be guarded by Thomas. Thomas applies full court pressure. Inbound goes to Patton. Patton with it. Holloway looks uncomfortable with it. Patton into Walsh. Holloway. Cieslak drives. Cieslak all the way out to Patton. Patton. Orchard, a big 3. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Out. Cieslak. Patton. Orchard with 3 offensive rebounds in this game. Cieslak all the way out to Orchard. Pettit. Orchard. Pettit. Walsh. Patton. Orchard inside. Pettit. Great defense from the Hawks. Orchard. Pettit an open 3. And it's good. A 5-point game, Nick, and what a possession from the Tide.
Great ball movement. It looks like something that the Golden State Warriors would do. Keep moving and finding the open man, and that time Pettit was him.
6 minutes left. King in the corner. Hodgins. Vargas. Clark a 3. Should be Thomas, that's his 3. And a foul against Hodgins underneath. Cieslak draws it. Jimmy Cieslak's going to be the one fouling. Holding Hodgins is going to get called for. And it will be prep ball to inbound. Cieslak's first of the game. Patton out for Holloway. Thomas to inbound. Thomas inbounds. Finds Hodgins. Doubled. The steal. Orchard an open layup. Hawks deficit is now 7. They need a bucket, Nick. Thomas, Hodgins, Vargas. King thinks about it. Hodgins pumps. Out to King. Thomas. The 3-2 from the Tide has been lethal for the Prep. Hodgins pumps. Will be bumped and will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1, as that'll be 7 for the Tide. Should be at least. The second of the game. Hodgins, 2 big free throws on the way. Hodgins gets to shoot from the line today. 1 and 1. First will fall. Hodgins now with 6 on the day. 51-45, Tide lead. Second from Hodgins. Will fall as well. Bird comes in for Hodgins and Patton in for Holloway. 5-point lead for the Tide, and the Hawks need a defensive stop here, Nick.
They do. They need to get some points on the board. Great job by Austin Hodges getting the 2 free throws and helping out his team.
Pettit with it. We doubled Walsh, Patton, Orchard, Cieslak, Pettit. Patton wide open for 3. A rare miss. Orchard gets the rebound and puts it in for 2. Nick, there was just nobody on him.
Yeah, you know, Dom, the Hawks did recover a few times there on that possession once an open guy for the Tide was there, but, you know, in the end, they just fell apart a little bit.
Vargas. Orchard with 7 rebounds on the day. Vargas. Thomas pumps, drives. Vargas. This 3-2 has shut down the Hawks 3-ball. Great game plan by Coach Fisher. Bird inside. Out to Vargas. Thomas. Vargas. King, a 3. Won't go. Nick. Clark called for the foul. It's a 7-point game. Hawks deficit. He's going to have 4, Nick. And he'll have the, I believe it's Walsh that line to shoot 1 and 1. But Nick, this 3-2 defense from the Tide has been lethal against the Hawks.
Definitely lethal indeed, Dom. You know, they're spreading out. They're able to get onto the Hawks really quickly. A lot of the time double teaming. And fouling just does not help in this case for the Hawks.
And if you're the Hawks, Nick, you need to figure out how to break this 3-2. Nick, the Hawks' game plan is to shoot and make threes, but they can't get open. The first free throw won't go. Huge rebound by Clark. Thomas the other way with numbers. Vargas into Clark. Clark won't make the layup, Nick. He needed that. Other way comes Cieslak and taken by King. Thomas around one guy and it'd be fouled by Pettit, and that might be 5 for Pettit, Nick, only 4. As Thomas will head to the line to shoot 2. And 2 big ones on the way from Richard Thomas.
Great job by Rich Thomas there to get in, and also by Jimmy King to help him grab the ball and get down, you know, Euro step a little bit and try to get up the basket. He's able to at least draw the foul.
Thomas first from the line won't go. Thomas 2 for 3 from the line today. His second on the way. Second. Falls. Patton back in. Patton, who's working with 3 fouls. He'll get the inbound. Pettit, who's got 4. Pettit. Double from Bird. Clark gets it. Vargas is only one back there, and he gets his layup to go. 4-point game now. The Hawks pressure got the Tide that time. Breaks down though, Orchard. Oh! Almost a walk from Patton. Missed shot a three. Won't go. Rebound Clark. Thomas the other way. Big possession for the Hawks. Vargas is going to try a three. Won't go. Rebound Orchard. Pettit, a deep three. Won't go. Clark rebound. Good job to get it away to Thomas. Thomas, other way. King. Yes! 1-point game. Jamie King, a big three.
Great job by the Hawks from Reese Clark's 8th rebound down to Rich Thomas passing it out to Jimmy King.
And Vargas is going to be called for a foul, Nick. It looked like a clean block, but Walsh is down hard on the floor.
Again, Jaden Vargas showing his athleticism, getting up, and like you said, Dom, it looked clean to us. Obviously, the refs saw something different, so they called the foul, but
4 for Vargas as Nick. His defensive presence is all over the place. Walsh's first free throw. Won't go. Holloway checks in for Patton. 1-point game, 53-52. 2:22 left in the game. King has 18 for the Hawks. Pettit with 21 for the Tide. Walsh is second from the line. Will fall. Makes it a 2-point lead. And the Tide take a timeout on the floor, Nick. And if you're the Hawks, this is time to draw something up.
this is crunch time. Coach Harrigan has to come up with something good and something that will have to help them win. Once they get this lead, even if it's with 30 seconds left, they need to keep that lead. The defense has to come in.
They need to get it. A 3 here would be huge for the Hawks, but a bucket is what they need. And Nick, with 4 is Reese Clark and Jay Vargas. With 4 for the Tide is Ivy Pettit and Ty Mishak. Patton plays with 3. Austin Hodgins plays with 3 for the Hawks as well. Besides that, everybody's got 2 or less on all ends of the floor. As I mentioned, Pettit leads the Tide with 21 points. King leads the Hawks with 18. King 4 for 8 from beyond the arc. Thomas with 11 and Vargas with 10. Chris Patton is second in scoring for the Tide with 10. But Orchard, Nick, Orchard has 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. That's a stat line.
A little bit of everything for Lucas Orchard, the sophomore.
Eamon Walsh as well as 6. Alan Cieslak with 5. Hawks shooting 35% from beyond the arc, 8 for 23. Tide 7 for 25 for 28%. So the Hawks advantage in the 3-point shooting for sure.
Definitely, Reese Clark has been pretty lethal from the threes tonight, helping the Hawks. So let's see if he can keep it going.
You mean Rich Thomas?
Rich Thomas, I'm sorry.
Rich Thomas, 2 threes made. Clark yet to take a 3. Thomas, Vargas, drives, Bird, 2, falls, tie game.
Great job by Bird there to get his first 2 points of the night, coming at a very valuable time.
Open, Orchard, Pettit, Pettit, into Walsh. Walsh drives, Mishak, Holloway. Vargas falls, Mishak open, passes up the opportunity. Thomas pressures, Orchard. Mishak's open, and that'll fall. A big 3 for Ty Mishak. A 3-point lead now for the Tide, and the Hawks have to make up some ground now.
Great ball movement yet again by the Tide to find the open man in Mishak.
Vargas drives, and Pettit's going to be called for the foul, and Nick, by our calculations, that should be 5, and he should be out of the game.
Which is definitely a positive sign for the Hawks. Pettit has had 21, and has contributed on a lot of the plays, getting down court for the Tide. So this is a big loss for the Tide in the last minute of the action.
Yeah, with only a minute left, though, Nick. It is their primary ball handler. Not really primary, but a big ball handler, a big shot maker as well. He's got 21 on the day to lead all scorers, Nick. And Vargas is going to head a line to shoot too, Nick, but he needs to make both of these.
Vargas is 2 for 3 today, so he has been shooting pretty well. Just these 2 shots mean everything right now to bring them in within 1, and then they got to come up with a big defensive stop because you know the Tide's going to try and run the clock.
Yeah, that's about to say, Nick. The Tide can hold on to that ball for a long time. And Vargas will head a line to shoot 2. Vargas, a junior, played on JV last year, but tore it up there. He comes into this game following a 12-point performance against Monsignor Bonner. Vargas first on the line. Will not go. Rebound taken in from Holloway. Nick. Tide have a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Hawks will pressure. Walsh. Holloway. Orchard. Turns it over. King the other way. 45 seconds left. Hawks need to work fast, Nick. Bird. King. Vargas passes it. King inside. Bird. Hawks taking too much time here. Clark. King. Thomas. Inside. Gets the go. And a lot of time taken off the clock. 11 seconds, Nick. It's a 1-point game. The Hawks need to foul fast and score fast.
Smart job there, though, by Rich Thomas to try and get the foul. You know, the Hawks kept looking for that 3 ball. They got to tie the game. Was not there every time a double team was out.
I know, Nick,
pretty quickly.
They took 34 seconds off the clock, and they don't have time to play with.
It's going to be difficult. Coach Harrigan has to take some of the Michael Jordan special juice here.
Yeah, we'll see what Harrigan calls up. Maybe they're going to try to steal that inbound pass. As I mentioned, Pettit out of the game for the Tide with 5 fouls. As he was probably the guy they're going to go to the line. It's only 1 for 1 from the day, but their best shooter for sure. And the Tide will inbound. Hawks down by 1, 11 seconds left. The Tide can get it in. Hawks need to foul almost immediately.
Yeah, but you can't have Reese Clark or Jaden Vargas because they already have 4. If they go out on this play, then you're losing your athleticism there. So you definitely have to be smart about who's going to be fouling. But when it comes down to it, if one of those 2 players have to foul, they have to foul.
Yeah, and Nick, you know, Vargas has been that guy all day, up pressuring the ball handler. So it might end up being him. As he, again, Nick, I just said it, and it looks like Vargas is going to be the guy on the ball. Or on the inbounder at least, so he won't be the one to foul, but he will be close to the action. In for the Hawks is Clark, King, Hodgins, Thomas, and Vargas. In for the Tide, Eamon Walsh, Lucas Orchard, Jason Holloway, Ty Mishak, and Chris Patton. Pettit finished the game with 21 points to lead all scorers. Inbound coming in. Patton's wide open. He's going to take time off. And he's going to be fouled. 2 seconds off the clock there. So not a lot of time, but Patton can make this a 3-point game with 2 shots.
Yeah, great job by the Hawks there to get up quickly. 2 seconds, not too much time. But at this point of the game, every second matters. They need him to miss at the line and go for the 2 right now.
Patton will only be shooting 1 and 1. Thomas is called for the foul, only his 3rd. 1 and 1 from the line. A miss would be huge for the Hawks. Patton 3 for 3 from the line today. Makes the first. Well, 4 for 4 for the day now. Patton up to 11 points now. Second. Will fall as well. Looks like the Hawks don't have a timeout, Nick. So they're going to have to go the length of the floor in 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. The tie. King won't go. And that's the game, Nick. 59-56. Hawks lose in a heartbreaker. And Nick, I think that the demise or the downfall of the Hawks was when they took that 35 seconds off the clock to pull within 1.
Definitely, Dom. In the last minute of the fourth quarter, when you're down 2, that's not what you want to be doing. You have to get the possession, get up as quick as possible, so that then you can be a little bit more comfortable and play on the defensive side.
It looks like they're going to add a second here, so we're not done yet, Nick. But I believe the Tides do still have the ball, as Kings 3 was an air ball. Maybe they're going to call it tipped. We'll see how they rule it. But I do believe the Tide should have the ball. A second remaining on the clock. They're going to have to go for the steal.
Steal, pass, and shot all in 1 second. Can it happen?
Crazier things have happened. It looks like it's Hawks inbound, Nick, and Fisher doesn't understand why. I'm not sure I do either. I thought Jimmy King airballed. So the Hawks have a chance here, Nick. If they can get a man open for 3, they will tie the game. Thomas to inbound. Hodges comes in for Vargas. Got to get the shooters on the floor. Yaginich and Clark in there as well. King and Hodgins in. It's a catch and shoot time. King can't get the ball. Holloway comes up with a huge game steal. And Nick, we talked about it. The downfall of the Hawks was when they took 35 seconds off the clock just to pull within 1. Patton goes down, hits 2 free throws, makes it a 3-point game. The Hawks can't get a 3 off, not enough time.
A time where every second matters, the end of the game, end of the fourth quarter. And the Hawks just were not able to come through in the end.
Bright spots for the Hawks, though. King finishes with 18. Rich Thomas 13, Vargas 10, Austin Hodgins 7, Egan 3, Hart 1, Bird only with 2. Other way for the Tide. Pettit with 21, Patton with 12, Orchard 6, as well as 9 rebounds and 8 assists. Eamon Walsh with 6, Mishak with 7, Alan Cieslak with 5, and Jason Holloway with 2, Nick. But I mean, the Hawks fall to 1-2. The Tide improved to 2-2. And Nick, looking forward for the Hawks, what's got to change for them to win these close games?
The fouls have to change, Dom, I think. The focus from the very first tip. We saw in the first quarter they were falling apart a lot more than they were at the end of the game, which is, one, a positive, but it's also a negative that you have to come out, you have to, from the very first tip, you have to be prepared. So that the Hawks were fouling a lot and then wind up getting yourself in foul trouble, it's not going to help them go if they want to make a deep run this year.
Yeah, and Nick, you mentioned the fouls. 11 points from the line to the Hawks 8. And Nick, they did foul 10 times in the first quarter, only 9 in the last 3 though. So improvement there, but nonetheless, 10 in the first quarter probably killed them.
That's entirely their downfall, Dom. You just can't do that because it's, again, like we talked about, free throws. If even just 6 of them, 60% of the fouls are at the line, that's a 12 straight points right there. So, you know, that can be the matter of a 3-point game in the end. So it's what hurt them in the end, and it's what's going to hurt them going forward if they don't fix it.
All right, Nick, and that'll do it for Nick and I here on Prep Post Game. From the Kelly Fieldhouse, where the Hawks lost to the Devon Prep Tide by a score of 59-56. The Hawks will play once again on Friday against Roman Catholic at Roman Catholic. Stay tuned. Check us out on Twitter at SJP Broadcasting and at SJPrep_sports for updates on that game and future games going forward. For Nick Liuzzi, I'm Dom Ricchetti, and I'm signing off once again. For the Hawks, we're defeated by a score of 59-56 by the Devon Prep Tide.